Hello everyone, welcome back my channel.
Sunset Boulevard star left Hollywood before she could be thrown away by industry. Nancy Olsen Livingston was 22 when Sunset Boulevard was released in 1950 and made her a sought-after actress. The movie, which starred Gloria Swanson and William Holden, earned 11 Oscar nominations, including one for Best Actress in a Supporting Role for Olsen Livingston. It tells the tale of Norma Desmond, Swanson, an aging screen siren who refused to accept that her stardom had faded. Olsen Livingston, now 96, said it made her realize she didn't want fame. Sunset Boulevard star Nancy Olsen Livingston recalls daring script, meeting Marilyn Monroe and Walt Disney. Movie stars were sad creatures, the actress told Hollywood Reporters It Happened in Hollywood podcast. I understood the character, Norma Desmond, and I understood Marilyn Monroe. And I wanted a life. I knew that movie stars had a period of time, and then they were thrown away, Olsen Livingston shared. What more did I need to know then about Norma Desmond? I'm a doctor's daughter from the Midwest, said Olsen Livingston. I said, how many movie stars are happily married, have children, are part of larger families, aunts, uncles, cousins, which was my life? Nobody. So, I couldn't imagine existing in the world. According to the outlet, Olsen Livingston did appear in more movies during the 50s. But by the mid-60s, she began to prioritize having a life beyond the set. I moved to New York and I said, I do not want to be a movie star, Olsen Livingston recalled. And they said, you've got no more money. We're gonna renew your contract with a much larger amount of money. Olsen Livingston said that at the time, she was working 11-hour days, 6 days a week. She was married to Broadway lyricist Alan J. Lerner, and they shared 2 daughters. Fame no longer sounded exciting. Watch. Sunset Boulevard star Nancy Olsen Livingston recalls daring script, meeting Marilyn Monroe and Walt Disney. I said, I'm sorry. I cannot be a movie star, said Olsen Livingston. I was so tired. Olsen Livingston's marriage to Lerner lasted from 1950 to 1957. In 1962, she married longtime Capitol Records executive Alan W. Livingston, with whom she shared a son. That's a happy part of my life, my children and grandchildren, she said. Looking back at Sunset Boulevard, Olsen Livingston told the outlet that she didn't expect to win an Oscar. I did not win, she said. I felt very rewarded being nominated, and that was quite enough. Sunset Boulevard won 3 Academy Awards for the score, production design, and screenplay. Gloria Swanson and director Billy Wilder, the picture, everything should have won, she said. According to the outlet, Olsen Livingston officially retired from acting in the mid-80s. She went on to detail her life in Hollywood for her 2022 memoir, A Front Row Seat. In the book, Olsen Livingston described what it was like meeting many fellow stars from Hollywood's golden era. When Fox News Digital asked her at the time what it was like meeting Marilyn Monroe, Olsen Livingston replied, bizarre. She came from a very unhappy childhood. She explained about Hollywood's most famous sex symbol. Her survival depended on her own being. It depended on being a movie star. And she allowed them to make her over the top in her sexuality, in her beauty, in her everything. I met her several times in those years. She was always clinging to a man and looking up at them, and she would speak to them as if she were a little girl and he was her daddy. Olsen Livingston's last film was 1955's Battle Cry, before she immersed herself in a new role, motherhood. However, it was Walt Disney who brought her back to Hollywood for 1960's Pollyanna, starring Hayley Mills. I was in Mallorca waiting to pick up my children who were visiting their father and their new stepmother, she explained. They said, Walt Disney is on the phone. I thought, really? That's ridiculous. But that was Walt Disney, friendly. He said, we have nothing but stars, we want you. I never asked how much the salary was, Olsen Livingston insisted. I just thought it would be an interesting experience that would be different from anything else I'd ever experienced before. And it was. I walked on the Disney lot, and it was like I was walking on the streets of a small town, Olsen Livingston continued. Everybody knew each other. Everybody knew each other's names. Everybody called Mr. Disney Walt. It was fun making the film, and they were all gifted performers. It became a huge hit.